Hi Guard, this is the makeup tutorial for the 2022 marching season ... Let's get right into it. So according to your color, it'll be the same exact instructions. I'll show you at the end of the video what they all look like or should look like around, but it's the same exact instructions, it's just with a different color. So my color's pink, that's what I'll be demonstrating with you today. I'll be using the Masquerade palette by Juvia's, as well as the dots we should have gotten, or you can use eyeliner or borrow from your family leader for now, which is completely fine. I'll also be using a regular eyeshadow brush and a blush brush, as well as eyeliner and mascara and black lipstick, as well as setting spray. Just make sure everything stays on the field. Let's get into it. So starting up my Masquerade palette, I want to take my pink shimmer color called Bori, and you're going to place it straight onto the eyelid all the way around. This will be your base color, and later on we'll be smoothing it in to a white on top and a darker pink on the bottom. Okay, now that you have your base, you're going to go into your Giza or your white shimmery color, and you're going to put it on the top, mostly towards the outside at first, and you'll smooth it and blend it out with the pink underneath. Make sure you don't go all the way up to your eyebrow. You want to stay right in their crease and slightly above, just making it a little bit lighter on the top. Also, make sure you put a little bit more in the inner corner of your eye, just to make it pop a little bit more. This is what it should look like. Do the same on the other side. If you overdo it, it's completely fine. Just clean up your edges either with a makeup wipe or with your finger, making sure you're staying in that crease line. Okay, now that you have that, you're gonna take your darker shade of your color. So I'm gonna take Zobo here. It's more of a darker purple pink, but you can use anything that's at least 2 or 3 shades darker than your color. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that color and you're gonna make a wing out of it, just stretching out towards your eyebrow, like your tail. And then you're gonna take that color and you're gonna bring it in all the way down the bottom part of your lid, next to your lash line. Stretch it all the way down into the inner corner, touching that white that we put on there earlier. Okay? Put a little bit more on there, make sure it's more bold, and then you're going to take your color as well and you're going to drag it to the middle point of your eye, just underneath. See where it's right in the middle of the face. And then you're going to do that on the other side. Okay, now that you have this, go back in with your shimmer and go right back over that inner corner. Make sure it pops, as well as again with your original color straight in the middle on top, making it pop. Okay, you cleared it back up. Great. Now you're not done with your color yet, but right now we're going to finish up the eyes before we head on into the cheeks. You're going to take your eyeliner and you're going to follow just a little bit on the inside of the wing that you created. So just a little bit, enough for there to be a wing, but not so much that it's so dramatic. And once you have that wing, just drag it out straight to the middle, almost matching the bottom. There you go. Now it's a little bit more defined. And then you're gonna do it on the other side. Making sure it's even. Dragging it to the middle. You could dab it to blend it out if you'd like. And then you're going to go back with your color with the darkest shade that you put on for the wing and go straight on top of it just to smooth that out a little bit. Nice. Okay. Then you can apply your mascara now or later. It doesn't really matter because you're practically done with the eyes until we start doing the gems. That'll be later in the tutorial. Okay, let that dry. Next on is the cheek part. So opening up your color again, you're gonna take your blush brush. Sorry, it's a little bit dirty. You're gonna take your blush brush and you're gonna dip it into the main color of your eyes that you put in the middle. You're gonna take it and you're going to brush from the inner corner all the way down to the edge of your, to here. Under and under. Don't put it on your nose. Please, for God's sake, don't put it on your nose. Make sure it catches that under eye very well. There. And then you'll do it on the other side. All the way up. Almost like you're applying highlighter. This will look different with each color. Make sure it's a little bit even about where you're placing your color. Cute. Now I look like an anime girl. So after you do your blush, it's time for the jemmies. Yay! Everyone's favorite part. I'm gonna scoot my mirror a little bit closer. That way I can be able to see. So the black gems are going to be on the left side of your face. So whether this video is reflected or not, the left side of your face is where you're putting the black gems, and on the right side of your face is what's going to be the white gems, okay? So starting with the black gems, you're going to take the biggest size that you have, and you're going to line it up directly on top of the middle of your eyebrow. Right there, okay? This one is the first one because it lines up with the bottom one, which will be right around here, lining up where my nose stops, right underneath here. Make sure they line up. Looking head on. Yes. Okay. And then you're going to take, your next one and you're going to place it right where your eyebrow, almost your tail, but not quite, should be right in the middle of the tail and the middle arch of your eyebrow. You're going to place it there because we're going to make a circle. And then you're going to take your next one, and again, you're going to place it directly underneath, but higher up this time, higher than this one. That way they line up to make almost a sort of curve. You'll be applying lash glue to these to make sure they don't fall off while you're performing later, but right now I'm just sticking them on so I can show you what's happening. You're going to take your final big dot and you're going to place it right outside where your eyeliner ends, and you can adjust where you're placing those other ones accordingly. See, that's better. Now you're going to take your middle-sized dots. If you have the sheets that we required you guys to get, they're going to be, so this is the big one, this is the big one, this will be the next size you're using, and this will be the next size. Sorry, my gem fell off. It's okay. That's why we have lash glue. There you go. All the big dots are placed. You're going to take your middle-sized dot like I just showed you, and you're going to place it right in the middle of your top two ones, okay? Creating that curve. You're going to take your next one, and you're going to place it in the middle of these two. Right there, okay? And then you're going to take this one, line it up with the inner corner of your eye. That way it looks like this. And then you're going to take one more middle-sized dot, and you're going to place it right where your eyebrow starts. You can move around the placement of your dots to make sure they look all even. And then you'll take the last size that I showed you, and you'll place it right at the start on the side, and you'll place your second one right on the edge of your nose, directly next to the inner corner of your eye, making sure it makes a complete circle around your eyes. And you can readjust a little bit more, making sure everything looks even from the front and from the side, okay? Now onto the white dots. You're going to take the smallest size that we have on the white ones, and you're going to place it right in the middle of your eye underneath. You're going to take the next one and place it right next to it, but leaving space. So there. There. And you're going to take the next size up. So this size, you're going to take the size of the white one and place it right, so 1, 2 small ones, a big one, and they're going to take another of the small ones, place it next to it, and then you're going to take your last small one and put it right on the tip of your wing. An easier way to space this out is going from the wing down. I just like to start from the inner going up, making sure I space everything out correctly. It's okay if you have to adjust it a couple times. I do it all the time. Okay, and there you have it, the front half of the face. And now to do the lipstick, okay? So usually with lipstick, you want to put either a layer of chapstick underneath or something to protect your lips from becoming dry. You want to take your black lipstick and apply it. If your black isn't very pigmented, that's completely okay. Just dab a bit of black eyeshadow on top and you should be completely fine to go. After this, you want to spray yourself with setting spray and you should be done. This is the final look for the pink color, and I'll be showing the next colors in a bit.